at a new park and I saw a cool car and I was just wondering, I'm like, yo, where'd you get these stickers from? And he was like, well, it depends on which one. And then so I started talking to him and then we started to really see what's going on here. So this is Ricky. This is Ricky right here.
So,
and he's agreed to give us a car tour and then maybe a quick little couple pointers on the out there on the what do we call that? The flat top? What do you call that?
Skate park.
Skate park. Out of the skate park. All right. So Ricky, I'm just interested. I was interested in the stickers and things like that. So you can come tell me. Give us a car tour. Tell us a story. Does it have a name? What's the juice behind the car?
It's an '89 BMW 325 IS. Had it since '09. It's been frame pulled 3 times. It's a Phoenix. It's been completely smashed and brought back.
You said it's been what 3 times?
It's been completely smashed, like total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on a 2.5 engine.
Mm-hmm.
So first engine got swapped out, and the second one has a rebuilt top end. So
you said the first engine got swapped out?
Yeah, it dropped the timing pin sharp. So.
Got you. Okay. Well, let's open this thing up, man. Let's open this up. He said this is his second car. The other one's in the shop?
Oh, yeah. I just have a regular family vehicle besides this.
Oh, okay. But this is the one that gets active. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, it's a little messy right now.
Nah, this is awesome, man. Got the custom cheetah seats.
That's a Prisma Lab interior.
Prisma Lab interior.
Yeah, the Prisma Lab on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
They got the custom wheel for me with the engraving. So it's got Grid Life on there. That's the main organization that I drift with.
Yeah, Grid Life. That's what he drifts with. Man, what am I looking at here? Why is the dashboard like this?
There's no dashboard.
No dash.
It's just the cluster.
Just the cluster.
And then you got a radio.
Can I sit?
Controller. Yeah, you can sit in there.
Okay.
It's got a radio, nitrous controller, a wideband, airflow meter, full cage, 6-point harness.
Man.
Everything's SFI rated.
Is what rated?
SFI rated. It's like your
SFI rated.
Your standards for racing.
Oh, standards for racing.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, and what's this right here? What is this right here?
So, obviously, since this car's got it out, it doesn't have air conditioning. So
oh, okay.
So that's a ice-powered air conditioner.
An ice-powered air conditioner?
Yeah, there's a frozen gallon jug in that cooler.
Frozen gallon jug of water?
Yeah.
Oh, ice. You put ice in there?
Ice in there.
Uh-huh.
With a gallon of pre-chilled water.
Okay.
And then there's a 12-volt bilge pump that hooks up to that booster box I have sitting in the floorboard. And then I got the battery-powered fan. So
man.
When I'm all done skating, so it's not so terrible on the drive home, I'll turn the power on to that to get the water circulating. And I'll click that fan on and it'll cool me down a little bit.
Man, he is whipping it in this Jane. What is this right here?
That's just a battery box. It's made by DeWalt.
It's
like
battery.
a John power box. It has a AC power, DC, and then it has like the ability to like jumpstart your car if your car dies too.
Sheesh. So is it basically like an electric generator?
No, just like it holds like electric, it's literally like a car battery with accessories already on it.
Wow. Okay, but
it has like all the plugs and converters. It's all like built into one unit.
And so the USB, what's the USB plugged into?
So the USB is hooked up to a 12-volt bilge pump, which is like usually for like pumping water out of boats. So that's just kind of like wired together real quick. It's not UL listed by any means. And then that runs into a pump that's taped up inside the box right now, just so that the cold air doesn't escape.
Got you, man. Even though you just explained it, I still don't understand that, but I just think that's so like cool.
Yeah, you know there's just like it works the same way as a regular air conditioner. Just think of this cooler as being like the outside unit, and this is the inside unit. So instead of like using fans and coils to expel the heat, it's just transferring the heat to a block of ice.
Sheesh. Okay. Now, what's this right here? Just a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, it's fire extinguisher.
I didn't know if that was nitrous or something.
No, the nitrous tank usually goes in the trunk.
Okay.
It's not street legal in Georgia, so I don't have it in there right now.
What's the? Hold on. What are you pressing? What's going on?
This is like all my switches for the nitrous controller up here.
Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Can it clear up?
It thinks the throttle's at 83% right now, just because the car's turned off.
Okay.
And then I also have a separate power switch for the solenoids for the nitrous system. So even if the controller's on, if this switch is turned off, it's not going to shoot any nitrous into the motor.
Gotcha.
And then this is for the purge. It doesn't do anything.
What does
right
purge
now.
mean?
Purge, like, it clears all the air out of your lines. So I actually have a purge vent that comes out right in front of the windshield. And it'll blow like steam or like fog like up into the air as the CO2 emits.
Oh my goodness.
Or not the CO2, but the nitrous. They make CO2 purge kits that look like nitrous. You can put those on cars too. It looks the same, but you're not going to get any performance gains.
True. Shoot, man.
Oh yeah, this is it's been chilling for a minute. I don't know how much ice I got left because I was already using this for a couple hours earlier. But usually, you see the water starting to pump through here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so the bottom coil will get, if you touch it right here, it's actually gonna get cold here because that's where the cold water's coming from first.
Ooh, it is ice cold. Wow. Okay.
So then turn that on and.
Ooh-wee! That's a nice breeze. That's cool. That's cool, man.
I came up with that myself because.
Yo, he invented AC again.
Basically.
Yeah.
They got like this icy cooler thing that they make. That's like a prepackaged unit, but it's like $400.
Man, how much? Okay,
and it's only like purpose built for like that one specific thing. Whereas this fan I can run without the AC if I just want a fan, like when I'm in the drift.
And your car is independent of your car, and you can just sit here and just let it run.
If I just want to air the car out, I can run that by itself.
That's super high, yo.
Or if I want to pre-chill the car, I can roll the windows up, switch the ice out.
Yeah, he talking, y'all. He talking.
There's like something you can't do with a regular car AC is you can actually run this before the car is ever even running and get your car down before you go for a drive. Then you got to switch your ice block out. But a little extra work, but
where do you usually get the ice from?
Car with no air conditioner, you got to just make it at home.
Okay,
it's literally just a gallon jug. Just put it in the freezer overnight. Drop it in here the next day.
How much does this setup cost? Like, boom. What's that like?
Like the fan. I also got like 2 batteries. I have another battery on a charger at home.
I can't see right there.
And the jumper box, like everything that I have here, I think I spent about $500.
Oh, all of this right here?
Yeah, but so like I actually spent more than what like icy cold cost. But this actually has a larger capacity because their coil isn't this big, and then also I can use a bigger reservoir. So like. When I'm at the drift events, I have a really large cooler that I use. Yeah. And I can put chipped ice in it, and this thing will blow like 40-degree air out on a 100-degree day.
This is so.
You can go in the tent and take a nap in the heat of the day. You know, it's unheard of. Like people are like,
legit.
"You taking a nap?" Like, yeah, I got AC.
This is legit. All right, so the last thing I want to ask about is well, what's in the back here?
Oh, so I got a 12-inch sub and a ported tube. That's tucked in where the back seat used to be before the cage got put in. And to get that in, I actually had to pull out the driver's seat because the cross member on the cage cuts across right here. So even if you pull the passenger seat out, there's still not enough room. You literally have to pull the driver's seat out to have a hole that's big enough to get that back there. And then it's screwed in from through the firewall.
Who did that?
I did.
Okay.
I did everything myself except for the raw cage installation. Like I did all the prep work to prepare for the cage, and then I did all the finishing and painting and like putting the padding on and putting the glass pieces and all that stuff back into the car. I did all that.
Bro, this is so cool to me.
This thing even had like cancer on it really bad. I did restoration on the roof. And I did the sunroof delete myself.
You did what?
The sunroof delete. So like it looks a little rough from the outside.
You had a sunroof?
It used to have a sunroof, yeah.
Oh, you took, okay.
So I did the sunroof delete when I put the cage in. Because there's a massive tray that sits in the ceiling of this thing, and it weighs about like 150 pounds.
So you just got rid of that weight?
Top heavy weight, yeah.
Okay, now my last question is I wanted to ask about...
And caused rust issues too. There were like holes like this big, like right here, like above you.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I Bondo glassed it, like it's this fiberglass Bondo. So I use that to fix all that stuff.
Word. All right. So I just wanted to know, what are these other buttons right here, or just this dash panel right here?
So that's just like the factory check panel. It'll alert you like if you have low oil or if, like,
they seem like buttons though.
Working. There's also like the factory OBC, and that tells you like your gas mileage, how much remaining fuel you have. It can tell you your average miles per hour. You can even set a timer on there. It has a lot of features. These cars were ahead of their time
What's HR date?
What's that?
HR date? Oh, so
Hour
this.
date.
So
you
you
can set a time on there and everything. You can set the clock.
Oh, so you press this and it'll put it up here for you. Like if you want to know the hour, date, time, it'll go here.
Yeah, like I never program it, so
okay.
It might even still be in kilometers.
Oh, nah, but just to see it work. Okay. All right.
So you'll see like range 345 kilometers.
That's for your gas tank.
I'm saying it's getting 12.4 liter to 100. I have no idea what that means. You can convert it to like US units. You just push this button to reset. But I haven't reset it since the last time I disconnected the battery.
Got you.
I never look at this stuff. I just drive it.
Word. Thank you.
That's why it's just like tucked in here.
Yeah.
Like on a longer road trip, I might use it for my average mileage and stuff, just try and figure out how far I can go in between gas stations.
I'll take it.
And then see, you got that air fuel meter was over there too.
Wow. Hey, thank you, Sweet. That was so cool, man. That's so cool. I sat in a drift car, yo.
And there's no bottle back here right now, but
Bottle of what?
these
This a flamethrower? What's this?
Oh, this is just a leaf blower.
Oh.
This is a aftermarket fuel surge tank. So when you're in a full-on drift, you know, the fuel slosh in your factory pump might not pick up.
Yeah.
It might catch a little air pocket.
Right.
That'll actually diffuse the air pocket. There's a secondary pump at the bottom of that, and it feeds the fuel from the bottom tank into the top of that.
Bailey. What dog?
She's right there.
That's
chilling.
my girl. That's my girl. Oh, as you were saying?
So there's a feed line from the factory tank that feeds into the top of this tank, and then there's also a return line that comes from the engine, and a return line that goes back to the original tank. And those are all top feed. The only one that goes all the way to the bottom is to the secondary pump. So that gives all the air a chance to kind of bubble out and go up while all the fuel is pumping in down here, so that you only get fuel and you don't get any air pockets to the engine.
Man, how'd you learn so much about cars?
Just self-taught.
Self-taught. Man, that's awesome.
Dead forums, you know.
What's that
YouTube.
mean? What's dead forums?
So like forums used to be like a really popular thing back in the day. And with this being an older car, like there's a lot of quote unquote dead forums. Like they're not active anymore. The members never log on. But like you can go there and the information's still there.
Right, like Reddit.
So,
it's like going to a Reddit thread.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So like forums were like before Reddit existed. You would have like forums specific to different cars. Like there was like a Rev Limited.
I want a sticker, man.
Forum.
These stickers are hot.
I got a.
Tell me where I can go where I can get a sticker.
So this is.
Or where I can go to a drift event.
So drift events, there's local ones at Caffeine and Octane Raceplex, formerly known as
Where's
Linear.
that at?
It's formerly known as Linear Raceway. It was right across.
Is that in Atlanta or?
No, it's like 15 minutes from here. It's like right across from Road Atlanta.
What's it called again?
Linear, or it's called Caffeine and Octane now.
Caffeine and Octane?
Raceplex, yeah.
And
everybody's on Instagram that I'll mention too. So
okay.
You can look anybody up.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Definitely show me some Instagrams and whatnot.
Yeah, and then like if you like any of these stickers, like that's Grid Life. They're on Instagram and they have links to all their stuff. Dream Tank Soap. This is Prisma Lab. They provided all the interior that's in the car.
Stickers are cheap, right? Like $2, $3 or something?
Yeah, like depending on what you're getting.
I just want one good nice sticker that
Yeah.
I went there. You know what I'm saying? I want the souvenir type. You know?
Yeah.
No, this is mad dope. All right, bro. I'm out here at this skate park. We might as well hop out there and waste one good time. At least one good time. I'm about to bust my butt. Welcome to Santa Cruz. So I know I'm about to bust my behind out there, but I gotta. Right. You know what? I'm about to go ahead and kill it one good time. And so my hope though is that I've never been able to just go down a ramp and just go down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal right now. The goal, and I see they got the big ones on this side, so I'm definitely going one of the like kitty ones and just seeing, the goal is to go down.
I mean, really, you should just drop in on one of the big ones off the gate.
Yeah, he trying to set me up. He said jump. He said he should jump off one of the big ones off the gate. Psych. Yeah. Hold on, babe. You gonna skate with me? All right, now I'm gonna be skateboarding. You gotta follow me, okay, babe? Bailey. I'm trusting you, all right? All right, here we go, babe. Bailey. 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 Come on. Bailey. No, leave him alone. Come on, this way. This way, Bailey. Yeah, come on, girl. Come on this way. Come on, baby. Bailey. I'm going this way. I ain't going on those steps. Bailey girl. This way. Yes, sir. Now I gotta find a baby ramp to go off of, boy. Bailey. Goodness gracious. That's all right. Dang. I think as far as if I'm looking at these ramps, the one over there seems like the one I'm gonna try to. Hell no, I'm not diving into that. I'm not diving into this. Shoot. That joint is too deep for me. I'm trying to find a baby one to get into. And that's going, oh shoot, she pooping. All right. Let's get this up. Yikes. We ain't gonna come here to soil. We didn't come here to soil the dog park. All right. Okay. Bailey! Bailey! Come on, man. Right here. We got to interview Zah now. And this is their tattoo artist, Zah.
What's going on, yo?
And this is a self-taught tattoo. Bailey, right here. Bailey, come on.
Oh, nice.
Bro, that's the same thing. I said, I like that. And he was like, yo, I just did it myself. And he said he taught it himself and everything.
I've been wanting to do my first one soon.
Yeah, you might as well, man.
Yeah.
This is his boy. No spiders.
Got up on me.
Bailey girl. All right, y'all, let me interview you, man. We gotta be in the shade. If we be in the shade, that'd be cool.
Gotta say, if we're doing this,
All right, babe. Bailey,
back to where it's cool.
sit. Bailey, can you sit for me? You hot? Bailey girl, sit. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama.
I wish I had water for her, but the only water I have in my car is like boiling.
We're gonna be all right. We're gonna set the water thing over there work as well. All right, y'all. So this right here, as me and Bailey were walking, daggone, I seen him do, and I was like, I kind of like the tattoos and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, he was like, yo, he did it himself. So this right here is Ja. And so talk to me, man. Tell me what you got going on, bro.
What you trying to know, man? Where should I start?
I'm really interested into your art career here. And so, as far as the tattoo goes, have you lost count already? Or do you because you said you've done them all except one?
Count wise, I really couldn't tell you.
Wow, that's crazy. He's only 20.
Yeah, I'm 20. My first tattoo, my first one I got when I was 16. I got this one right here. A homie did it for me.
Word. Was it like in the back of his garage? Or
Nah, it was in his apartment. But he was a tattoo apprentice.
Apprentice?
Yeah, he was his homie worked at a shop up in Gainesville, and he was teaching him. So before he even got promoted to the shop, he was just working on tattoos, getting his portfolio up. And then the second tattoo I got were these two together on my arm. That was still when I was 16, so my parents weren't very fond of that. I grew up Muslim, so the religion kind of really influenced my morals and values, but I'm not a very religious type.
More spiritual?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
definitely
cool.
more spiritual.
Why'd you put the roses or flowers inside the moon?
So
What's inside that star?
it's also just another flower. It's just, that one's a little bit. Oh my bad. That was just a little bit more faded. But behind the flowers, I've always loved flowers. I feel like flowers can have a very big meaning. Flowers have different meanings based on like I forget, but like what family it's based off of. Even like different color flowers, blue, green, yellow. Each flower has a different meaning. And my favorite color is pink.
Look at Jason mask.
Yeah, I got this one and this one together on Friday the 13th a couple years back.
Why is Kermit here with that?
Yeah, this one. I'm trying to get a few more of these. Kermit's one of my favorite.
What
Kermit's
you mean
like,
of these? Like Muppets or?
Kermit. I got.
Kermit.
I got
There's more
Cowboy Kermit. I got Kermit with a beam.
Yo, hold on, that is fire shit. Can I shit? All right, I'm gonna have to. No, I gotta take a picture.
When I was working up at a smoke shop a while back,
Yeah.
my coworker was like, "Oh man, you should do Kermit doing lines." So I was like, "Give me a minute." And I drew up a picture of Kermit.
Is this a real anime or just something just?
This is a Chainsaw Man. I have,
Okay.
so I got 1, 2, and 3 tattoos of Pochita from Chainsaw Man.
Word.
This one's covering up like a little burn scar.
That's all right. That's
I
what,
have a
that's what
homie,
art is for. Hold on, I gotta see that again. I'm gonna take a picture of that one right there.
My socks are mad fucked up.
No, you good, bro.
Got Baby. And then we got Batman.
Yo.
I love Keith Haring. He's one of my favorite street artists of all time.
Well, yeah, I gotta take a picture of your feet.
Man.
Nah, man, yo, a lot of people who don't even have that. Oh, you got a random flame guy right here.
Oh, this is actually the so this guy I fucked up this tattoo so hard. I did this one while tripping. Dude, that one
Tripping
came
on
out
what?
acid.
Word.
That one came out real
See what's
rough.
behind?
Which one?
I saw that.
Oh, so this is a Define Everything Future. That's a collective in Atlanta. They organize and host raves.
Can we see this over here?
One of my
Bailey girl, get
favorite, one of my favorite event organizers in Atlanta. They'll do raves.
Did you do this yourself as well?
All of them, yeah. This is actually this is probably one of my favorite ones. Confusion is what life is all about. Everyone.
Yo, people think it's just such a deep quote. It's like it came from One Piece.
People are all like, "Oh, that's such a cool quote. I love that." And I'm like, Ray Lee Silver, baby. Yo, I love One Piece, man. It is my favorite. My favorite tattoo that I did is definitely this one.
Oh shit.
We got the Eustace Kid. He's my favorite out of the worst generation, if you're not including Luffy.
Word.
But yeah, One Piece is definitely like my favorite anime, man.
Top tier.
Top tier, man.
It goes above Avatar.
Oh yeah.
It's above Aang?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say so. Like I love
Above
Avatar.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Look, I love Dragon Ball, but here's the thing, because I read the manga for Dragon Ball up until recent. In Dragon Ball, it's
Better than Attack on Titan.
You can't. I feel like you
Look,
can't
he's
compare.
like, I was like, yo, those up there, bro. Like, hold on.
Because One Piece, so One Piece just started for real.
Okay, because I never really got into One Piece.
So One Piece, so like Dragon Ball has like the same format, storytelling wise, where it's like new planet, new boss, get your ass beat, get strong, beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like rinse and repeat. And they'll bring back some people, you know, find the Dragon Balls and whatnot. And I love Dragon Ball. Like I grew up watching Dragon Ball. But like One Piece has storytelling that I've really never seen in an anime, like to that level. Like One Piece, there are characters from episode 60 that you'll see pop up in episode 1000. You know, it's so insane.
And then when something like that happens, like, yo, what the fuck? You're like, yo, I remember
Yeah,
that.
it's like, what you doing?
That was
there,
6
bro?
seasons ago.
Like characters will pop up, like even in the Red movie, you were seeing people that you haven't seen in like 500, 600, 700 episodes. But like with One Piece, it's like they give you such deep world building, all to build up. They're setting up a platform, putting everything to scale, and he's really like creating a whole universe with this. You know, all the devil fruits, all the pirates,
And
the
you know,
world
like, I'm
government.
just sitting here trying to tell people, like, bro, you really, in order to, like, because I watched Star Wars for the first time, I'm like, yo, for this man to actually make up all these languages, the whole universe, and like they actually
takes
think
a
about,
lot.
I'm like, yo, think about what type of mindset you have to have. Like, think about having a conversation with that type of person, like,
Yeah.
and they're in the
Like
whole, they literally created a whole nother universe in their head.
You're talking to someone who is like creating
Hey!
like, yeah,
Stop looking at stuff like that.
there's places that like these artists, they draw inspiration from places. Yeah, they'll draw inspiration from like people or events, but like these are people who are creating worlds to like a whole different level and degree. And like One Piece, you have It's about genocide, the slave trade, revolting against the government, corruption in the government, people suffering and starving. You know, you have, like in Wano, you have government leaders who are making their people starve. They can only drink on 1 day a year. There's just like so much corruption going on. Like one of their heroes was made, they boiled him alive, and he had to hold all his friends up on a plate. And the guy was like, yo, if you can hold all your homies up on a plate while we boil you alive, we'll let all of them go. And he was like, okay, bet. So he held them up on that plate for the whole time limit. He did his job, and they were like, nah, bro, we hunting them down. And that's the whole plot of Wano, man. It's like getting back on the government. And then you see people coming back, and the rebirth of Joy Boy, Luffy awakening his devil fruit, all the symbolism in One Piece is absolutely insane. Like, you got people coming from all different directions, all different places, meeting up in one spot, hunting down for this one thing. You got the government trying to stop people. The government at Wano, they're like, yeah, just go ahead and off Luffy. Make sure he don't slide. But he slid, and he's staying to slew because he's seeing moving.
Hey yo, yeah, just hearing you talk right now, I can tell. Yeah, that's one of your favorite Johns. And he's like,
I can go on about One Piece forever. And dude, surprising, you would never believe. Like, I used to hate on One Piece so heavy.
Why?
I used to be like, I'm not watching One Piece. It's too long. It's too long.
What's too long? The episodes?
Not like the show, because I was like, oh man, 1,000 episodes is too long. What am I gonna do watching 1,000 episodes?
Binge.
Then COVID happened, and I was like,
well,
I might as well. I caught up with all of One Piece in 3 months, and then once I caught up, I was like, this ain't enough, bro. And so I picked up the manga, and so I started reading the manga, and then I caught up with that, and I was like, man. So now I'm here.
Which one do you like better?
The manga or the anime?
Yeah.
So I feel like,
because the manga's been out since I remember saying that when I was a kid, and I remember talking about like reading it. That was my first time picking up. You used to have like Manga Jump or something like that. Have you ever seen those magazines?
Shonen Jump.
Oh yeah. I used to pick up those, and that's when I first saw One Piece. I first saw it in there. I used to draw them, but I didn't really know, like, I didn't know the storyline or nothing like that.
Yeah, it's because I love to read manga. There's some anime like I'll read the manga for and I won't watch the anime, or like I'll read the manga and I'll watch the anime, or like I'll watch the anime.
Where do you read manga at?
I'll go online on like Safari or Google, and if I wanted to read like Bungo Stray Dogs or
You just straight Google it.
I'll literally just be like, read, and then you put in the name free. And then
Bailey, come here.
Come here, booby. But there's like for Kingdom, I read Kingdom.
Is that a section of?
Nah, that's Kingdom is a manga. It's it came out in like late 90s, early 2000s. It's about like 970 something chapters right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as long as One Piece. But the anime, like I saw a little bit of the anime,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, man, dude, the anime is not doing a good job of capturing this, because Kingdom is all about like the Prince of China.
Is the scriptwriter a part of the creation here?
In Kingdom?
Yeah, like, cause you know what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons Harry Potter went so big, because it was like, yo, I read the book, and the movie looked like the book. But you saying there's a discrepancy here, but
yeah, like,
the thing
was
was,
a lot of
J.K. Rowling was a part of all of it, so that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with that?
So Kingdom, the author wasn't a part of the anime. Like, that's the same thing in Record of Ragnarok. Like, Record of Ragnarok, the manga, the fights were insane. Like, the fights were crazy in the manga, but in the anime, they used a bunch of still shots, because like the budget wasn't there, so they were using a bunch of still shots. They weren't really like putting a lot in the fight. Like the Zeus versus Adam, there was this whole, like, it was like 2 pages of amazing panels, just like them trading blows, going like fist for fist, blow for blow. And in the anime, it's just like still shots, and they're just like panning the camera, and it's like, bro, come on, man, I didn't sign up for this.
They ain't do justice at all.
Because Kingdom's one of my, when it comes to manga, Kingdom is probably, it really battles with One Piece for my favorite. Because Kingdom has such an amazing story, and I feel like the anime just didn't do it justice. But I think I might watch the anime, because the new season is coming out pretty soon. So I think I might just see if they did it justice because now it's 2020.
Now, what was your I mean, cut you off.
No, you're good.
Finish that statement.
Because it's coming out 2024, like later 2023. So I'm really hoping that they put the budget in and like really give justice to that story.
It deserves it.
It deserves this because I think season 4 is gonna cover the Oki fight between I think his name is Hokai. I don't really remember, but General Oki, the bird of kin, man, that's my boy. That's my dog. You know, I was reading that shit. I could not, any chapter he's in, I couldn't put that shit down.
Word.
She was having a blast with that stick.
As long as she entertained, she enjoy herself. All right, get the energy out. All right, now the last thing I wanted to get, I got 2 more things for you. First is I wanted to know your commentary on Attack on Titan because you was like and then after that, I just want one more because it's gonna be on YouTube, so I can just go back and watch it. What were the and so understand that I'm somebody who's an artist and I'm really good at it. If it's my first time doing something, I can pretty much pick it up, especially I'll probably watch some tutorials and stuff like that. So what would you say be the, when going into that?
Tattooing?
What those items to get started and needed. So give me the commentary on One Piece and then give me the, thank you, Spirit, give me the tattoo items.
So for Attack on Titan, that's what you wanted, like not One Piece, right?
No, I wanted you because when I mentioned it, you was like,
oh, like between them. So Attack on Titan because
there's a respect there. You like, yeah, I gotta give business props.
I read Attack on Titan and One Piece because I read Attack on Titan.
Bailey.
She got the zoomies right now.
Bailey. Bailey girl. I'm about to put this sleep right up.
But so reading Attack on Titan,
Bailey,
it was.
Come out this way. Come here. Right here. Thank you. Thank you. You need to stay close, all right? You doing good, Bailey? Bailey. All right. Go ahead.
So for Attack on Titan, reading it, Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan is a lot more sentimental to me because growing up, like I was first put on to anime because I grew up, stay up late, you see Toonami and you're like, oh, this is dope. And so I remember growing up, I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade in middle school, and I saw the first episode of Attack on Titan, and that shit like terrified me. I was like, what the fuck? That's scary. They got big naked babies eating people. It was so terrifying for me at the time.
I'm scared as shit.
And so every week I'd still watch it. I'd be going back to back. I'd like, oh my god, it's scary.
But you got
into it. I'm like, yo, he's trying to fight. He watched these kill his mom. He's trying to fight them now. Like this tough. This tough for real. Yeah. So I grew up like watching Attack on Titan, and then I got like just more into it. And then I was like, oh, I want more though, because like the anime stopped, and I was like, I want more. So I like did some research, and I was like, oh, there's a manga. So I started reading the manga, and I got into it. And so I was reading chapter for chapter up until a year or two ago when it ended. And the ending was insane to me. Like the ending was crazy. It was an intense build-up, and the feedback from the community was wild because so many people hated the ending. And
I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for me.
I will not spoil it. Trust me.
I'm on part 2 of season 4.
I'm trying to keep it like very vague.
Yeah, but so why is it not in your top 2?
Attack on Titan.
Your first one is Luffy, One Piece. Your second one is, you said, Kingdom. Mm-hmm. So, but why is
Attack on Titan is it's definitely top 5, or top 10 because I've read like a lot. So there is story, dude. I have like.
Is it because it just had like 1,000 episodes?
No, it's not even that. Like I love shorter ones. Like I really like some of the most.
What are you knocking it for?
So okay, here let me break it. So some of the most powerful like manga or anime I've seen are like 12 episodes. Like they can deliver a really powerful story in like such a short run.
Right.
But like for Attack on Titan, the ending, I felt like the ending was amazing. I liked the ending because, in my opinion, I feel like an author has every right to do whatever they want with the story as long as it's like, you know, like it makes sense. And, you know, Attack on Titan, the writing was insane. Like there's callbacks from the first, like the intro of the first episode to chapter like 500. There's insanely deep callbacks. And with that, you know, it all has a really, so how can I word this? Attack on Titan has like a really deep sense of its universe all coming together and being connected. But the reason it's not like super high up for me is because Attack on Titan was, dude, that shit got off the rails, man. Some stuff was happening in Attack on Titan where I was like, huh? Like, what's going on?
Okay,
but
so
like,
you're knocking it for a consistent storyline.
No, it has a consistent storyline. I'm knocking it for
certain instances.
Like,
for example, I've seen everything but except for the last season, so you can pretty much say anything.
What was the last thing that happened for you?
I stopped that before the so Eren about to fight. Eren is like now powerful. He has everything now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like trying to stop him.
Is he so here the invasion has already happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just haven't seen the
what
final
happened before
movie?
that? I'm talking. What is there anything that happened in those first 3 seasons that you was like, oh shit, what is this?
Probably to be honest, a big thing that happened for me that I disliked was honestly just Sasha dying. That one really took it down for me. They could have killed anybody, but Sasha, look, I low-key have a beef with Attack on Titan.
Pause. She's the one that was on the plane, right? And Gabby killed her?
I hate Gabby with the passion. I hate Gabby and Falco.
Hey, you know what?
You can't justify them. Even like as
Sasha
a manga
was hot.
reader,
She was hot. That was like you're like, why you take out her?
I like my favorite.
Because there's other people that you was like, yo, why you take out this person? They're like, but like, Sasha was actually hot.
Sasha, my girl.
She had potential. She
can eat. I love a woman who can eat.
You thought she was about to get somewhere. She was gonna be happy. She was like,
they were gonna do something nice with it, but nah, blit. Down, like put down like a dog. She was just, where y'all at? We gonna eat meat when we get back. We gonna have some food.
She brought humor. She was down for action. She was the Harley Quinn.
Not only that, like having Petra die and the whole in the giant forest arc with Annie, that shit was not cool. Petra was like my favorite character in the entire series. I named my dog after Petra. And
is that the same one that's also in I don't know if you play what's the game? It's like Smash Bros. Brawlhalla. It has a Petra up there as well.
Yeah, so there's a Petra in Brawlhalla. I'm Jordanian, so there's Petra Jordan, one of the 7 wonders of the world, whole city carved into a mountain, no separate blocks or anything. It's beautiful. If you like to travel, yeah, Petra Jordan.
You been there?
Yeah, I grew up between here and Jordan, so I lived in Jordan for like 6 months at a time, and then I'd fly back here. Most of my school was done here, and if I had to miss school, I was in Jordan.
Hold on, can you say that one more time? I never heard somebody say that. You said you're what? Jordanian. So we are right by Syria. So where I lived in Jordan, what language do they
Arabic.
Speak? Okay, Arabic.
So where I lived in Jordan was I was between Irbid and Hartha. So it was like we were like on the outskirts of both. Hartha is a much more traditional town. The prince of Jordan actually got his turban, like his headdress, made in Hartha. So he went to Hartha to pick it up. That's where my dad's from. It's a very small village.
So they get head wraps made there? Wow.
It's a really like big cultural tradition. They all do it a certain way. Like there's not like.
So like me wearing this is like cultural appropriation?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually really like to see people wearing turbans because
it's actually kind of cooling.
Yeah,
like,
that's the whole point. Like the headdress, it keeps your head cool.
What crystal you got on your wrist?
These I actually do not know because my mom just had this in her bedroom, and I was like, I'm taking this because my last bracelet broke, and I feel weird having no bracelet on.
Gotcha, but you were back on.
This one is think it's green opal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I actually got this one because this one is a gift for somebody because it matches her eyes, but I haven't seen her to get it because she lives in Florida. So I'm about to ship it down for her. It's my wifey boot.
Hey, that's solid. I already know how I go. That's solid. Oh, but you were telling me about hair wraps and Jordan, Petra,
Hartha, because like they don't make them like with the machines or anything. It's all handmade. It's all hand woven. The string is all pulled, dyed, everything made like old school in Hartha.
Manifestation. I want a hand woven head wrap from Petra or Hartha.
Dude, all I'm saying,
I want a hand woven head wrap from Hartha.
Go visit Jordan, man. It's a very beautiful country, and it's a place in the Middle East where tourism is a lot more accepted. The people there are relatively friendly.
Probably costs like 2 stacks to get there, huh? Yeah.
To get there, no. Like the plane ticket, nah. But your whole stay, like it costs a little bit. But when you have
what if you're a nomad?
If you're a nomad,
that's what I am.
Like if you're backpacking.
Yeah.
Honestly, then your plane ticket, and then if you want to get lodging, maybe that. But if you're a nomad, then I definitely recommend going to Wadi Rum in Jordan. Wadi Rum is, so in Jordan there is a huge.
How you spell that?
WADI space RUM.
WADI. Wadi.
Wadi, and then Rum, just RUM. But there's like this huge part in the desert it's kind of like a nature preserve for these people. So the king has set all this land aside for the Bedouins to continue their traditional life, because
I've seen the word. I've kind of at The Alchemist. Bedouin is a.
So basically, a Bedouin is just they don't have a permanent home. They don't have anywhere that they stay.
Like
sometimes they will have like permanent camps to come back to, but for the most part, they're constantly moving. They constantly stay traveling.
That's actually a way of life. Mm-hmm. Like still.
They still do that, and they actually like they have they'll do trading with the city, and they actually do allow
what do they
tourists.
trade?
Just anything they like, goat meat, milk, anything that they get or provide.
And they sell it back to the city.
They sell it to the city, and
does this have like the streets of like Aladdin? Like, is it like?
So there's places in Jordan where it does look like that, and there's also places where it looks like extremely like there are places in Jordan that look like Atlanta. But with the Wadi Rum, it's they actually allow tourists to camp with them and like enjoy that part of the Bedouin lifestyle, and you gotta pay for it. But I mean, that's how they get their bucks.
Hey, no, because part of me like is like that's scary as shit. But then it's like it's because if you out there dolo by yourself, you're like, yeah, man, you can just stay at our camp. You can just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, you're not gonna be alone, because when they do it, there's like a bunch of other tourists there with you. So it's like you can go dune surfing, dune buggy riding. I remember one of these core memories I have. There was a boy around my age, and so we were like walking up this big sand dune. When you walk up, it's like you're just like sinking into water, and it's crazy. And we reached the top of the dune, and we're looking up. The stars there, because it's so far from the city, and there's there's zero light pollution out there. There's so little light pollution, it's insane.
I never heard that phrase, light pollution. But
so,
go ahead. Yeah.
Light pollution is just like the closer you are. So if you were to be up in like Cleveland or Jefferson, Georgia, no city up there, it's just like small urban areas, it's much easier to see the stars. But when you're down in Atlanta and you're looking up the sky, it just looks like a gray, cloudy sky. You don't really see a bunch of the stars. You might see a few bright ones, but you don't see anything like crazy like that. Out there in Jordan and Wadi Rum, so far from the city, there's no light like shining up into the atmosphere to dull the stars, or it's nothing reflecting off the clouds to make it look dull or anything like that. You can see the stars, you can see like the clouds of the galaxies. It's beautiful. You see colors like you're seeing blues, purples,
the clouds
pinks
of the galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Those
that just that praise and like the clouds of the galaxy. Like I'm looking at clouds now, but those are like you like.
You've seen those pictures?
Like you see them beyond that, and you're
like you've seen the pictures like in space where it's like those big yellow dust clouds. It's gorgeous, dude.
You can just see it.
Not to like that depth, but you can see like
that it exists. Like
you can see them to like an extent. It's genuinely like such an experience. It's so hard to describe with words. You can
beautiful.
Really only
the fact that you're able to sit here and say like, man, I'm sorry, you just gotta go experience it.
You really do have to experience it. Like,
that's beautiful.
I hadn't seen. The only time I've seen something like as close to that in beauty, I was up in Blue Ridge Mountains for a camping trip. Amazing view out there, dude. It was amazing. If you haven't, Blue Ridge, it's a completely free experience. Bring a jacket, it gets pretty cold at night. You go up there, you just go up the mountain.
How far is Blue Ridge from here? North Carolina? Like
No, it's about like a 2-3 hour drive.
Shoot, if it's free, you can camp out there. I'll go.
Yeah, no, go, dude. I shit you not.
The only thing I'm working on going off the grid type of thing, and so right now my next 2 upgrades, I just get a solar panel and an electric generator, and then after that, it's just a matter of just because that way that frees me up from power source, but then I'm just gonna have to worry about water and food type of thing. So those are the things I'm playing with now. But
yeah, it's going off the grid. I would love to just reach that point one day.
You will.
Literally, I want nothing but a cabin in the woods and a farm. That's it. Cabin in the woods, happy? Farm, wife, maybe kids. You know.
Why is it maybe the kids?
Maybe kids because it's like.
I think you said maybe now because you're 20. That doesn't need to be in your headspace right now. Right now, it's focused on about establishing.
When I turn 21, my birthday gift is a vasectomy. That's the birthday gift I'm getting for myself. Not a permanent one.
What the hell?
Yeah, you can get temporary ones. They're reversible. They last like 5 years or something.
Oh,
if you want
shit.
before then, you can get it reversed.
Oh shit! Yeah. Did I know that? This nigga been doing some research.
I did so much research. Only thing that scares me about getting a vasectomy is that there's a 150% increase of likeliness that you get prostate cancer, which is like such a turnoff.
That's like a automatic guarantee. That's like niggas will play the lottery if it's 100%, 150%.
That's what you see. That it feels like a automatic guarantee, but it's really like 1.5 times more, like 1.5 times. So like prostate cancer is a low risk.
That kind of, but I'm just saying like that just messed me up just to hear that though. Yeah. You say 150%, because that's almost like 100% chance. Like you're surefire.
Well, no, it's like not 100% chance you're gonna get it, but 150 more likely.
Got you.
But
1.5% more likely.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 times more likely. Which is, it's like instead of twice as likely, you're like a little bit less than that.
Got you.
But
okay, that much better clarity there.
Because like kids, I really don't want kids, dude. Holy shit! I said I don't want kids until my mid to late 20s, possibly early 30s, and this girl called me a bum for that. And I was like, bro, I want to live my life and enjoy my existence and explore. I know people who have kids my age and they're going to music festivals and they're traveling, they're going out, and their kids are with their parents. If I have a child, I don't want to leave my kid in someone else's hands. If I have a child, I want my kid with me.
Yeah.
If I have a kid and I want to travel, I'm taking my kid to go travel.
Exactly.
But
you have to know. You got the mindset. I trust you.
Yeah, you got to know like what type of traveling you're doing, because like when I travel, I am not going to be doing like
kid-friendly activities.
Let's go to the hotel. Let's go out. Let's walk around. No, I want to go to Berlin. I'm trying to go to Berlin.
Yeah.
Sleep in like wherever the fuck. I'm going to some crazy techno clubs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get lit. I would love to backpack across Europe one day. Dude.
You will. You're going to.
It's such an insane experience.
You just give me you opened my mind to a whole.
It's been awesome talking.
A whole bunch of opportunities here. The last thing I want to get from you were the tattoos. If you want to step into it, what are the things to get?
So definitely, number one, think about what type of machine you want to use. Do you want to use a rotary or just like a normal automatic? The difference is a rotary takes a little bit more maintenance. That's like those standard tattoo guns you see where it's like you see the screws sticking out and it's just you can see the machine making the needle poke and all that. It's a little bit more complex, but the thing with the rotary is that you can build your own machine and customize it yourself, and do what's more
I don't care
comfortable
for
for you. So then you're gonna want to do what I did and just get like an automatic. I have the tattoo pen. It's wired. You can get wireless ones. There's all sorts of price ranges, but cheapest you can go.
No,
Like, I've seen.
it's not about cheapest. It's about quality. You make it a good investment. I'm an artist, so the first thing to get that if I'm gonna do it, I would get a wireless tattoo pen. Okay, wireless tattoo pen. What's next?
So the wireless tattoo pen.
After that,
once you get that, make sure you're very aware of like what type of cartridges it needs. So the pens don't take those normal tattoo needles. So rotaries will use needles. So you like put the needle into the machine and it'll poke. The pens will take a cartridge. So it's just a cartridge that has the needle like pre-installed in it. Those will have different types of needles. So also when you're shopping for needles, really, it's something you kind of learn. Like, it's good to do as much research as you can, but it's really something you learn over time as you get into it more. So there's like 3-round liners, 4-round liners, 11-round liners. There's mags, shaders, round shaders. There's all different types of needles and cartridges. Really figure out what type of